Hello, everyone, and welcome to tonight's episode of Bar20. My name is Brandon Ross, and this is a player-hater game production where we'll be doing the campaign of the wild cards. If you haven't been able to keep up to date, you can do so at our YouTube channel, which is Player Hater Gaming. You can find all of our videos there, a huge backlog. If you decide to start from the first episode, just a quick warning, the audio is a little rough. So there's that for you. Outside of other announcements, I'm going to definitely be glazing over these because I'm really excited to jump into tonight's episode. I have a lot of things planned for this fantastic table of mine, and I want to get it knocked out quickly. If you haven't done so already, please head over to our Twitter account at PlayerHaterLLC. Give us a follow there so you can know when we go live, along with when our other partners go live and other projects we have coming on the streams for you. We are looking to launch a couple of YouTube exclusive series near the end of the year that I'm excited for, and hopefully all of you will gain benefit from these series. They're not just going to be for laughs and jokes and all that. They will be things that will be informative and helpful to a lot of the community that may have questions about tabletop gaming and specifically 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons. Moving on to our Discord. If you haven't done so already, please feel free to jump over to that and join it. We'll be doing our community one-shot where the names have been listed there for the winners. If you want to know if you ever get a chance, you gotta be in that Discord to be a part of it. So head over there and check it out. Also, come share memes. We need more memes. More memes. We have an Instagram account now, which you will have a link for in our Twitch screen just below my face. If you're on a PC or what are the little iPad things? Tablets. I know words. Tablets can have it. If not, I'll be putting these links in chat for all my mobile users to check them out. And that's it. I'm going to get my table in here. We're going to do some help dice. Hey, everybody.
Hello.
How are all of you doing?
Good.
Good. Yeah, don't let everybody answer at once. It's okay. Calm down.
Try not to chew with my mouth open.
We're good.
Always terracided on Wednesdays.
Terracided. I love it. Well, I kind of got the announcements pretty quick. I'll be putting more links in chat for everybody. Feel free to check it out. Our Facebook page, all these links are available on our main Twitter page, just below all of our beautiful faces. If you're on PC, you'll see those links down there. If you're not on PC or a current platform that allows you to see it, we'll be putting these links in the chat. So feel free to hang on for those. We're going to do a fun thing now for our help dice. I believe some did get used last week, so let's see who can take what. And I'm just going to go out of order here. Pyre.
I need 1.
You need 1. Okay, then. Anybody wants to use your channel points you've accrued while watching to give her a extra D4 that she can use on a D20 roll, sans death saving roll, you are more than welcome to do that at this time. Yeah, sure. Snow.
I'm full.
Alrighty then, we will go to Cathalia. We're going to knock all the ladies out first.
I just need 1.
You need 1? Alrighty
That
then.
sounds
She
really
can
bad.
take-
Context.
You know what? Yeah, sorry. Phrasing. So you can use 1 help dice, and then we will go to our resident green elf.
The green giant over here could definitely use 1, but it's not necessarily needed.
Jolly green giant.
Alrighty then. And Tam, how are you looking?
I have 0.
You have 0 help
I have
dice.
0.
Wow,
I
you went in.
ham on help dice last week.
There's 1 for you from Matty Ice. Thank you very much. Kelps, thank you so much for the crazy subs there. You crazy man.
10 gifted subs.
Yeah, what an absolute monster.
For a
1 for
total of
Kelvin.
37.
This man is out of control.
Thank you, Yeet.
Oh, man. Thank you, Yeet.
Thanks, Yeet.
There you go. And I believe...
Up to 2.
There you go. And you're done.
There you go.
Alrighty then.
Boom.
So,
Now he's gonna blow through those.
alrighty then.
If you got them, you gotta use them.
Alrighty then. Who wants the dice?
Wow, nobody's jumping at this?
Nobody.
What?
5.
I
4,
guess I will. I
3.
guess I
Took it
will.
last week. I didn't want to do
Okay.
it again.
I'll do it. Okay.
The table will decide your fate if you can have this dice.
All right. Well, there's a lot I can't talk about. But anyway.
There's a lot you can talk about, though. It's okay.
Yes, exactly. Anyways, so yesterday we were traveling like we always do. Ran into a couple of silly old barge, and everything. Snow did some nice things. Gave them little green work on there. Pyre scared the shit out of them. Tam and Pyre made a delicious meal that apparently upped everybody's hit points.
Oh, yeah.
And we are
Yes.
traveling. We're pretty close. I don't know how many days away from Snow's place we are, but
I think at this point we were like 1 or 2 out.
yeah,
Yeah.
I knew it was pretty close. And
I
of
will
course,
jump in on this one and give you a hand here without taking anything away from you.
Okay.
When you wake up after this long rest, because I believe it ended going back into a long rest or very close to that. But when you wake up
Yeah.
the next day, you will be on your 5th day of 8. But you
Okay.
did lose a day, so don't forget that.
yes, because it came down raining and Pyre did not like it. And then thankfully they ran across a very nice farmer who the Snow's group helps out, so he let them stay in their barn. A bunch of muted moments happen for Pyre that I can't talk about, and then Pyre just disappeared, and everybody wondered where the hell she went because her body was there, but her soul was gone. Can't talk about where she went just yet. But thankfully, Kelvin was able to get her back by shoving the crystal of the Validium into her chest, and she woke up, and we ended with Pyre saying fuck. So yeah, there we go.
Alrighty then. Excellent recap. Table, how do you feel?
Yes.
Perfect.
Also, Yeet, could you
This is yours.
refund Kelbs?
You let me know
Yay.
when
Because
you
I
want
was
to
already
use it,
full.
and I'll roll it and let you know
Okay.
what the total is.
Okay.
All right. Well then, with our recap done, I don't think any points got missed. Let's jump into tonight's episode of the Wild Cards. All of you have still a bit of a tense, but thankfully seemed back to normal kind of situation going on, and Pyre is just like, fuck! After Kelvin has now stepped back, kind of looking kind of at the what should be a wound or something, and it is just perfectly placed skin, like not even a heel or a scar, just as it was originally. There is no mark of any kind of cut, incision, there's no bump. It is just usual Pyre skin. So, what are all of you doing?
Well, that's
Noah's having a mental
definitely
breakdown in the
thing.
corner.
Okay.
Pyre's just mentally broken. She's like, what on earth?
Okay.
Holly is just staring at Kelvin.
And this is about halfway through the night. Remember that.
Was it?
Yes, it was during
it was
the transition
it was false dawn.
from Pyre to Snow's watch. Pyre
Yes.
had woke Snow up and asked to see the Validium.
Yeah, it was false dawn.
Well, everybody should try and get another couple hours of sleep. As much as that sucks to hear, we don't need to be and physically exhausted.
I'll still take this shift.
Okay.
I was going to
Okay.
be up anyway.
And not enough time
I'll
has
stay
passed
up.
to be considered an interruption of a long rest. I'd say in all, maybe 20 minutes.
Oh,
I think
wow.
Kelvin would stay awake as well, but he's not going to sit with the watch. He's going to sit with Pyre, just to sit with her while she sleeps, just to make sure everything is okay.
Okay.
Before Pyre falls asleep, she's probably just staring, like zoned out. Like you could tell she's like thinking really hard. And then she'll probably pass out.
Okay. So out of just sheer exhaustion of the ordeal you went through in that short amount of time you were gone, your body quickly drifts safely into a sleep state. Cathalia, Tam, you both begin to do your best to re-enter your trance-like state. I would say for Snow, go ahead and give me a still not quite enough light, so give me a perception check at disadvantage, and then Kelvin, just give me a straight perception check or medicine roll, your choice. Nice. And then,
I rolled that to just you, but that was a
That's
19
fine, yeah.
medicine.
So 17 for Snow, as you and your tabaxi-like form and your keen cat eyes somehow suddenly inspiring you in this moment. You are able to kind of take to the rafters of the barn and sulk about them, looking around. The smell of rain still fresh in your nostrils, but it has passed. And you know you guys are close. Even with the lost day, you're probably about 2 days out at this point. Kelvin, for you, what you notice from Pyre as you are sitting there, kind of checking over, make sure she's okay, not doing anything to really rouse her or wake her, but just kind of listening, maybe gently checking a pulse from time to time. Her body itself seems hearty, healthy, and just fine. What you would notice with that kind of check is that even in her slumber, the Fire Genasi heritage that is sprawled across her body still continues to emanate that glow. Normally when she sleeps, you see it kind of dull down with her consciousness, but in this moment, it is still quite lit as if she is fully awake.
Is she warmer than she normally is? Still currently?
I'd say yeah. You don't have a ton of experience being this close to her for this prolonged amount of time. Most of your time is spent, yes, you've walked next to her and you've been in the same room for some periods of time, but being at this level of closeness, you're really getting a gauge for how warm her body can fluctuate.
Did I notice anything while we were coming inside earlier? Was there any buckets or anything with that would be catching rainwater outside right now?
Outside, yes, you did notice that on two of the corners was large, 55-gallon kegs.
Can I take my? I'm assuming that we still have our water skins. Let me check what I have in my equipment really quick, see if I have anything that will help. Yeah, that might be what I want to do. I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna just open up the door to outside,
Okay.
and take I'm actually gonna take, since it's the only thing I have that would really work for what I want to do. I'm gonna take that ribbon with the symbol of Palor off,
Okay.
and I'm gonna the cloth. I'm gonna get it wet, and then I'm gonna fold it over, and I'm gonna put it on her forehead to try to cool her down a little bit.
Okay. As you place it on her, you don't hear a tss, but you definitely notice that it begins to evaporate much quicker than what you would for a normal human being, which you probably expected already. So you will have to be spending a little more time not enough activity to be considered outside of a light activity to break your long rest, but still you're like, okay, she's Fire Genasi. She definitely is much warmer than a normal human being that I'm used to dealing with.
And whenever I need to, I will pour some of my water skin to, like, a little bit onto the cloth, and if I have to go outside and fill it up, I will.
Okay.
But that's what I do for those 2 hours before I go back to sleep. And I think it wouldn't even be like going back to sleep; it'd be more like just kind of falling asleep next to her.
Yeah, because it was Tam took 2, correct?
Yep.
Yep.
And then
Pyre
took
had
1.
3rd.
And then so Snow is the last watch. So
so I'd just be staying awake then.
Yeah, you would just been awake.
Yeah,
you would kind of, as like true dawn begin to come up, and you kind of see your sister begin to kind of stir a little bit, stretch here and there. Probably about 2-3 minutes later, you see Tam kind of start moving and getting his bones cracked because he's old.
Knew it was fucking coming.
Knowing that
all of
she
you-
would
Yes.
be waking up soon, I will probably take the cloth off and just wrap it up so that she had no idea of what was going on.
Okay.
Because she probably doesn't feel like the kind of person who would like help.
Appreciate tender love and care.
Okay.
Yes.
I will say, Snow, you see this happening, obviously, easily enough. But the rest of you who are resting begin to come out of your trance or your actual sleep, your long rest completed. The dawn is... You did go to bed pretty early because you guys got here and realized you were going to lose the day, so it is dawn. You are rested and ready to go. What is the plan for the day?
Travel.
Keep marching on.
But
Yeah, I will be right back, guys. Sorry.
Okay.
Pyre gets up like nothing happened, but you could tell like she's still thinking, and she just like grabs her stuff and she's like putting it on her and looking at everybody else like, are we gonna go or what?
Okay. I'll say all of you kind of clean up what was left over from last night's dinner as your dinner breakfast thing. Get yourself packed up. Not a lot of there because you did stay indoors. And unless there's any objections or anything else anybody wants to do, I need someone to roll me a d6.
I leave 20 gold in the barn for the old man for letting us stay there.
Okay.
Yeah.
excuse you. Get down.
Dang, 20 gold.
That's pretty good.
You said a D6.
Yes, ma'am.
I'll do it.
Okay.
Especially for a farmer, that's a lot.
That's...
Ooh.
Yeah. 2. Okay.
He helped Pyre get out of the rain.
Roll
She would
me
pay 100 if she
a
could.
D12.
3.
3. Okay.
Jeez.
So, as all of you begin to travel out for the day, let's do weather real quick. Ooh, nice. From what you can tell, the storm has passed through. There is still some clouds in the sky, but not a lot. Definitely no rain seems to be predicted for the day. Snow, with your natural abilities, and also Cathali, the two of you kind of collaborating together, Druid and Ranger, kind of realize we're safe, we're dry, we're good. So you kind of, hood down if you should see fit to travel that way. Not a lot of gearing up for the weather, essentially. But most of your day is uneventful until right about just after noon. Party takes a quick break to probably have some food, take a quick foot rest, then head back out on another hour of travel. You see off in the distance. I need everybody to give me a perception check.
Fire and I are twinning.
I'd say everybody can pick up that just not too far off in the distance, probably about like 200-300 feet, looks to be some kind of grouping of four-legged animals being in a moving motion away from a larger hulking creature. With a 14, the two of you notice that is definitely some kind of sheep that seem to be moving in a pretty quick motion in a larger group away from this larger kind of hulking figure that seems to have something in his hand as he's walking. And then for Kelvin, you spot out the way, you can see that it is definitely sheep in nature, and you're like, is that an ogre? And you can see what looks to be, from your perspective, an ogre moving behind this flock of sheep.
I will definitely point that out. I'd be like, I think we have an ogre sheep herder?
An ogre shepherd. Never heard of that.
That's definitely unique.
Snow, give me a history check, please.
Are we going in the direction of, or are we kind of like parallel to it?
You will be, if you continue on this path, you guys will intersect eventually.
12.
It's hard to grasp this memory, but you do remember there being a sheep herder out in this area, and you guys would sometimes pass him.
But was he an ogre?
It's the real question.
That's the one you don't remember with the 12.
Does it look like the shepherd in question has noticed us yet?
With a 20, I'd say, nah, he just seems to be going about his business. But again, he is about 200-300 feet off.
Does this look more like hunting sheep or herding sheep? Or can we not tell from here?
You cannot tell.
Okay.
Ooh, I definitely can't tell.
Can Cathalia tell? Or Kelvin?
I would say that if you voice this question, then Kelvin, you'll be able to point out that they seem to definitely be a little more rotund kind of sheep.
I don't think Kelvin would think there would ever be like a hunting sheep, so no, that question is not entertained. They are sheep.
All right, what do you guys do?
I mean, it doesn't look like it's trying to hurt anything, does it?
Pyre will grab one of her hand axes and kind of hold it where, like, it's not seen, but it's quickly accessible. And I was like,
okay.
That's your only
He-
hand axe, remember?
yes, I know.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
But yeah, 100%. He's gonna see the great axe come out. But yeah, like, it's like, hey, let's just walk past them. Something happens.
Yeah, I'll definitely
be
keep the
ready.
whip handy, but I'm not going to have it drawn.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll just let him pass and then we'll follow
That's a solid
Okay.
plan.
behind, I guess? Like cross behind?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hopefully
I
his
will say,
sheep
just to
don't
make a note
spread out.
in case I missed this detail, he's moving south to north. You're still going to intersect if you would have kept your current pace, but he is moving south to north.
So he's heading in our direction.
He's heading
We're going to have
more
to go
north
out of the way?
than you guys would be south.
Okay. So if we slow down and let him go, we can pass behind him without him seeing us, essentially.
Pretty much. I mean, you're in an open field. You're more than welcome to discern what details you can from that.
Is there
really don't wanna
any
pick a
kind of
fight with
anything
Hilbert,
we can... Yeah, I don't want to pick a fight either. Is there any kind of cover I could use to try and get a little bit closer, maybe?
With a 5, you don't see a whole lot.
Well, yeah, I was more paying attention to Pyre, but I'm assuming I would have at least known the general direction they were coming from when everybody else talked about it.
Yeah, I'd say as you kind of look around real quick, taking an extra second, you notice that there's probably like a grouping of kind of taller brush one of you could use. Aside from that, most of this place is beginning to move into kind of like a flat land as it gets closer to the desert.
I could probably hide that. If you guys want me to.
Can't hurt.
As you turn to say that, you notice Kelvin's gone. He's already running
Yeah,
ahead.
Pyre already went too. She's just like, all right, we're done talking. Let's just go.
Kelvin's just like, hey, what's going on?
Oh my god.
Oh,
Okay.
Lord.
I guess
Kelvin,
I'll be
do
between.
you say that
We're
you're
gonna
out loud?
Pyre and Tam.
We're gonna keep...
Yeah.
Shit.
Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna keep going since...
As you yell it out loud, you kind of see
Captain
this
Oblivious
hulking
draws our
creature
attention.
kind of stop and look in your direction and just start waving the stick around.
I'll
Is it
wave back
happy
to him.
waving?
Pyre waves
Okay.
back.
Does it
Happy
look
waving?
like does it look like he's just saying hi, or is he waving a stick saying don't fuck with my sheep?
Get off my land, you know.
Make an insight check.
All right, I'll definitely make
Really?
an insight check.
Like Tam?
13.
That
13?
every session,
Get
Sam
out
just
of
lets
my
He might actually
swamp.
be friendly.
Good.
He's not
Do
chasing
I-
the
Go up
sheep
and
in
say
a
hi.
threatening manner.
Do I need
Is
to
he?
do one
Yeah,
too?
I mean he's not eating the sheep, so
You feel free, Pyre.
Alright.
Oh my god.
16? You've met some rough and tumble people. You've not really met an ogre. But man, this guy he seems alright.
Alright. I like anything that's not trying to kill me.
Right?
So as the two of you continue to get closer,
oh yeah, he
Yeah.
waved, I waved,
Okay.
I'm coming up to say hi.
as you get close,
I
you
got
can
questions.
see he starts like talk to the sheep. Not yet, slow down, friends come, and then he turns, looks at you. Hello, friends. And he puts the stick in this like pretty much tree bark or tree.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
good.
That he's using like a crook.
Hello.
And he just kind of takes his hand, puts to his chest. Simon. And then when he says that, Snow, do you stay close?
Close enough.
You catch that just enough. You're like, Simon, of course. You know who Simon is. He is a little... His elevator don't go quite to the 10th floor. But he's a great
Aw.
ogre. And he just wants to hurt his sheep.
He seems so sweet.
Pyre
This time.
looks at him. It's like, hello, Simon. I'm Pyre.
Fire. Hi.
Yes. Hi.
Kelvin. I'll put my hand to my chest just like he did his. Kelvin.
Cal.
Yeah, Kel.
Well, and you see him turn to sheep again. Shh, no, slow down, friends. He turns back to you guys. Sheep want to go. Simon want to talk.
Have I interacted with this being before?
Normally, the tribe kind of just skirted around his area, but even when
Okay.
there was meetings with him, it was never bad. It was just, it could be a while. It could be a long conversation.
Noted.
So you can see as he kind of like boom, boom, gets down and sits, cross-legged on the ground. Oh, long day. And he pulls out this, what looks to be as big as, like, who's the smallest person here?
Me?
Catalia.
Oh,
Big as
Catalia.
Catalia as a water skin. And just
Jesus.
glug, 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 glug.
How long have you been traveling for, Simon?
Yes.
Well, that's good to hear.
Quick question.
Yes.
Have I ever seen an ogre before?
You have definitely had to skirt around one or two in your travels. Most of them were definitely, in your experience, they were a bit territorial, but also seemed to understand their boundaries. Don't go on their lands, they won't hunt you.
Would I have that same understanding?
From your knowledge, you have only dealt with, I would say, yeah, you've had a few contracts on them. Take them out. Some push too far.
I'm gonna go sit sort of like near Simon.
Okay.
Like maybe
Pyre's right
10,
beside
15
him.
feet away.
Okay.
Pyre's right beside him. She made a
Just because
friend.
I have to look up, like.
Oh yeah. He's a big dude.
She's like, how
And
do you
I'm-
get those
and I'm
muscles?
small.
I want muscles like that.
Yes, I'm gonna kind of post up on the other side of the sheep.
You are strong, Simon.
And he pats you on the back. You're like, oh gosh, just
Rushed.
I don't even know if I could pick up your staff.
oh,
And I'm pretty strong.
You try.
Oh, God.
And he kind of sits back with his fist on his waist, like
He's getting ready to laugh at her.
yeah, he's getting ready to laugh.
A strength check?
Straight strength check. Yes.
Umpire.
Oh, that's a save. Sorry. Why did I do that?
I do it all the time. It's okay.
Yeah. I can't even find it now.
It would have been a 12 or a 13.
Oh.
I think.
Yeah, either
Hold on.
on top or on the side.
I can't find it on mine.
It'll be on the
On your
Oh,
under
there
your
by your
strength.
inspiration.
Yeah.
There we go.
Wow.
Wow.
Natural 20 for a 24.
Get it,
Pyre,
girl.
you get up, you're like, I got this. You kind of roll one shoulder, flex it out, roll the other one, flex it out. All of you watch as every muscle in her body just tenses up. There is 0% body fat for 1 second. And she just hugs this tree and it moves about 3 or 4 inches before she puts it back down. You see Simon go,
Wow.
huh,
Did I do good, Simon?
yeah, you, Simon, watch out for you.
And then she pats him on the back.
Yeah, he kind of plays, oh, ow, too hard, too hard.
Oh,
ow.
I'm sorry, Simon. I'm sorry, Simon. I'm
Oh.
sorry.
What? And he kind of points out over the group, what do? Where go?
We're going with our friend to take care of some business that she has.
Snow will pull back her hood and kind of walk up to Simon at this point.
And you see him get a little closer and go, oh, smell like you. Not long ago. Simon, remember.
Do you remember how long ago, Simon?
No.
Simon, do you just want
That's-
to travel with us forever?
Yes.
Simon, and you hear at this point like meh, 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 meh. Shush, shush, shush. Friends, talk, shush. Oh, okay. Simon, go. And he reaches up and grabs a tree. He uses a crook. Just his whole hand is. And he stands to his full height. Safe. And he just turns and starts herding the sheep. It's cute. He's like, shh, go, go, like trying his best to use his lowest voice, but still loud. Go, no, other way. No, forward. No, left. Okay, no, you, come on. And you can kind of hear that as he moves on his path.
Aw. Bye, Simon. Hope to see you again.
Bye.
He is
Certainly
adorable.
interesting.
But the rest of your travel is fairly uninterrupted. You finish out this day knowing you are. Let's see here. You finish a +1. So you're behind a day technically, but in travel itself, you're only. This would have been the 6th. You're only 2 days away. So you find a place to stay for the night. Easy enough to do through the talents of the group. Who is doing what for camp setup?
Finding food and water.
Okay.
I'm going with Tam.
Okay.
Elvin, do you need help?
I got this.
Okay. I guess I'll like start a fire and then put my tent up.
Roll an intelligence check, Kelvin.
This.
Let's go 0. 8.
8.
9 minus 1.
He can get the posts together, but he's having trouble keeping the tarp on one side without pulling it too far. Then you see him go back over and try to pull it again, and it goes too far the other way again. Then he goes to the other side again, pulls it some more, bring it up the other way. It's just this constant tug of war trying to figure out exactly how this tarp is supposed to go over this thing. And
I like
you can watch
sneak
this for
over and
as
like
long as you
tug
want.
just a little bit.
Okay. And you see there was actually a fold he had missed, and it just unfolds a little bit more, and the whole thing finally fits.
And then I'll like rush back over to my spot like I didn't do anything.
Imagine that.
Okay, roll a stealth check.
I will roll that perception check.
Are you actively perceiving for your sister, or are you focused on building your tent?
I am focused on building my tent.
You figured it out all on your own, buddy. You don't need anybody's help. You got this
I
on
am
your
standing
own.
there.
You can do this.
I told you I'd get it.
Oh, God.
Good job, big brother.
Do you need help with your tent?
No, I got
Hers is already
Unless you wanna just
pristine,
put
put
mine up.
together, crisp cornered edges, posted down, Titans in.
Yeah.
All right, Tan, roll a d20.
Yar. 12.
12, easy enough. You come back with some nice food. Couple of rabbits,
Yeah.
just enough to feed the party.
Sure.
All right. For watches, we're going to do the original usual routine, or any switch up to that.
I don't even remember what we do anymore.
I will take first, and I will ask if Pyre would like to sit with me on the second watch.
Pyre will say, yeah.
Okay. So for the first watch, since you still have a bit of daylight left, as you are kind of a little bit of just enough of the light to where your dark vision makes the low light bright light, I believe. So go ahead and give me a perception check.
22.
22. Nothing seems to be amiss, really.
Cool. I will keep an eye on everybody. I will keep the fire kind of banked.
Okay.
And just kind of, I don't know, looking out to see if there's anything that I could see that would be similar setups for campsites, similar things like that, areas where someone would camp kind of deal. It's been a few days since I've had to deal with any kind of flashbacks or paranoia, but I'm still definitely keeping an eye out for it.
Okay. Second watch. You can each
Pyre.
roll your own at disadvantage, or one person may roll a flat roll.
Alright, do you want to help me?
Yeah. Both at disadvantage.
No, I would roll
Well,
flat.
if you're going to
Okay,
be
yeah, you
helping him, then
you roll flat. Okay.
you'll bring him up to 12.
That's
Okay.
straight roll. 12. Okay.
Everything seems to be fine.
While I'm watching, I'm also going to ask Pyre how she feels. If she's winded at all, and what happened.
Like he knows, like Pyre's kind of keeping her distance, somewhat, from him, and yeah, Tam, I'm fine, I guess.
You don't sound fine.
I got a lot of questions, not a lot of answers.
Well, maybe when we're done with this, we can try and find you some answers to questions. I just want to make sure you're okay for now.
I mean,
We all had a scare, but I realize it was probably most terrifying for you.
that's the thing, it was, but it wasn't. I don't, and half of me doesn't want to find out because I feel like once I find out, things are going to change for me. And I don't know if I want them to.
Well, there's one of two ways to look at it. One, ignorance is bliss. The less you know, the less you have to worry about. Or two, if there's a problem coming, you would rather know that it's coming than not. Because if it's coming, we can prepare for it. And I say we because you're not alone. You're not by yourself anymore. We're here for you. You're here for us. We're here for you, too. So...
Yeah, but I'm just afraid
I understand.
this is bigger than all of us.
I've been in the presence of literal gods and goddesses. I can understand fear. But in fear, there comes desire for action or paralysis. And if we're going to deal with whatever comes, we can't be paralyzed by it. We're going to have to be ready.
Yeah.
But like I said, you're not alone.
Tam,
Yeah?
you're as old as you are. You've
Yeah.
read a lot of things. You've been a lot of places.
Sure.
Does the name Jor-El sound familiar to you?
Would that name sound familiar to me? Dressal?
Give me a history check. And I will say with disadvantage.
Disadvantage. I'm going to go ahead and use a help die. $13.
Is that 13 plus 4, or is 13 the total?
Oh, 13 plus 4. So 17
total.
Would have been a 29.
Total.
Son
You
of a bitch.
have come across this name before in extremely old readings. And let me get my notes out to make sure I don't misspeak.
Okay. And could you also spell Jorsal, please?
That would be sent to you in the dice chat.
Okay.
Did you give him the full name? Pyre?
I said Jorsal. I just
That's
all
all
I
you said?
remember being said.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. What do I remember about Jorsal?
There you are. Okay. You remember reading about this name, specifically around the era of singularity and the era and the age of seclusion. You would know the era of singularity, and it's mostly the point at the kind of the crux of time known as the Great Locking. And that is a point between these two kind of large moments in time that separated from when the original deities were in some way brought to this place and saw the chaos of the realms when they were all together in a singular space, and then they separated them behind the veil. And that is what you know as the arcane methods that keeps all the planes in their own areas, and stops them from like intruding upon each other. You know that during what you can recall from this is that this particular name held some sort of role within either the construction or the finalizing of the creation of the veil. But you're not sure at what point or how this name is tied to that event.
You said the Great Locking. Okay, Era of Singularity, Age of Seclusion, Great Locking. Original deities brought order to chaos, separated the realms.
Yes.
Okay. But I don't remember what he did, how he was directly involved in this event.
No, but you do know that you would be able to understand that if the name itself is ringing a bell, it was something of importance. It wasn't just some, common Joe blacksmith.
Well, we'll have to check somewhere else. We'll have to check some other books. I do remember the name, vaguely. Because I'm so old. I'll say, kind of halfway rolling my eyes. Back in the era of singularity, around the age of seclusion, I know he was involved at some point in the Great Locking when the deities had separated the realms for our safety because it was utter chaos. So, if he got shunted somewhere else, that's probably not a good thing, but I know he was involved somehow.
The realms?
Yeah, the different planes. We live on the material plane. There's the ethereal plane, the astral plane. There are different realms of hell, of chaos, of what could be considered heaven. Someplace I'll never be able to go. But hey, it is what it is.
Is there possibly a realm that has fire everywhere and volcanoes and magma and dragons?
I mean, it's possible you're talking about the elemental plane of fire. Being a Genasi, you would have ties there.
I think that's where I went.
Really? Huh.
I think so. I mean, there wasn't a sign, welcome to the elemental plane of fire, but
Did you see any other creatures besides dragons? Any creatures that seem to be made of pure flame?
She looks at him like, how did you know?
I mean, elementals, it stands to reason they would live in an elemental plane.
There
They
was
typically are summoned here, but it's not their full essence wouldn't be here. It's more like a manifestation, if you will. But
a man. He wore clothes, but he didn't wear clothes. The fire was his clothes.
Huh.
And whenever you're a kid and an adult gets onto you, and in that moment it's the first time you feel small.
yeah, that
That's how he.
that
That's
thing
how
that
he.
sits in the pit of your stomach.
That's how he made me feel. He wasn't any bigger than me, and I felt like a scared child looking at him.
Well,
And he called me Dressal.
he called you that name?
He did, but then he said, even if it's only a part of you.
Huh. Well, while our pasts can certainly help shape us, they do not define us. Well, I'm gonna write, as she's saying all of this, I'm kind of jotting it down in my journal.
Okay.
And, well...
But is it bad of me that for the first time in my life, whenever I was there, I felt
like
calm.
you belonged? Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't want to fight anybody. I didn't want to... I just wanted to be.
I can understand that. I kind of achieve a similar level when I'm in the forest meditating, and I'm alone. I get that. And while I am glad even if for a moment you felt that peace, I hope that you can try and achieve that peace here as well, with us.
Yeah.
But I think it's coming up to the end of our watch, so why don't we give someone else a chance and you try and get some sleep, okay?
Okay. Hey,
Gonna
Tam.
be alright. Yeah,
Thanks.
of course, kiddo. I got your back.
And before, is the fire still going?
A bit. You two would have kept it at like a lower, like ember, and just enough to provide a bit of light and warmth.
Yeah. Pyre does her nightly thing, but since she doesn't talk about it, but since Tam's up, he probably sees it. She goes over to the fire and puts her hand into it. And she's like, "Thank you, fire, for giving us your warmth and your life tonight." And then she goes to sleep.
Okay.
I'm going to also jot down a few notes after Pyre turns in, but before I wake up Cathalia or whoever's taking next watch, I will write in there Validium Plane of Fire Pyre, and just with a question mark. So you kind of muse over that, and I will wake our next watch person or watch people.
As you are beginning to kind of make these notes and then kind of flip backwards through your journal, give me a wisdom check.
Okay. 8.
8. As you're looking, the words you've written thus far from waking up in that crypt are clear as day. But any text prior, some of it you've been able to uncover, and some of it, as you look at it, actually kind of causes a bit of psychic pain if you stare at it for too long. You feel like you're close to pushing through whatever mental block is there, but it just
I'm not there yet. I know.
Yeah,
I know enough from
like,
memory not to rush it.
Let me just look. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who do you wake up next?
I guess I'm gonna go wake up Cathalia.
Okay.
Yep.
But I'm gonna do so quietly and kind of run. I don't know. Yeah, just kind of quietly. shaking her a little bit.
Natalia, you are pulled out of your well-timed trance by Tamriel for your watch.
Everything good?
Yeah, Pyra and I talked a little bit. We'll discuss in the morning as a group because I'm not going to betray what she told me. But there's some stuff we need to discuss. So I would suggest not sleeping alone or keeping watch alone tonight.
No,
I think.
I'm thinking there about snow.
Yeah, that's a good idea. You two just
Okay.
keep an eye out.
Yeah.
All right,
I'll
sweet
go
girl.
look at snow.
I'm gonna go zone out. If you need me, come and get me, okay?
I'll throw rocks at you.
Thanks.
I'll go
Later.
like gently, like kind of like pat Snow's shoulder.
Okay.
Snow.
Instantly awake.
Can you stay up with me? Like, not trying to sound like a scared little kid, but
You're a scared little kid?
yeah.
Totally a
No,
scared
just-
little kid.
Snow gives her like that sideways look that you get from your pets, and she's like, "Yeah, of course."
Okay. Each of you may make your own disadvantage perception check, or one person can choose to make a flat roll.
What you want to do?
Good question. I would say you can take a flat roll,
Okay. I can probably handle that.
because disadvantage could end badly for both of us, but at least yours is flat.
I could. 16.
16.
Nice.
Nice.
Not falling asleep.
No, you're good. You are alert. You are ready to go. Each of you kind of taking turns. One of you kind of walking out from the campsite, doing a bit of a loop, coming back, tagging off the other person. They go the other way. Kind of this large, like, figure 8 motion, so you can sweep a pretty good portion of the area. Each of your dark visions. Both of you have dark vision, correct?
Yes.
The grayscale that you see, monotone colors, nothing seems to jump out at you. Nothing seems to be out of the ordinary. It is a quiet watch for all of you. 1, 2, 3. Then a fourth watch needs to be completed.
I will take fourth, and then I will
Okay.
wake up my brother.
Okay.
That way, if Snow wants to, she can go back to sleep.
He's definitely going back to sleep.
Yep. Your watch comes to an end, and you're like, all right, good times.
Basically.
Yeah.
You go
Glad I
to
could
attempt
help.
to wake your
Bye-bye.
brother up. You head over to his assisted, totally by himself, no help needed tent. You kind of wake him up a bit. Make a
Okay.
perception check,
Just outside.
Me or him?
Cathalia.
Nat 20.
Natural 20. As you
Wow.
kind of pull back a bit of a flap that covers the front of it, because it's very much like an old school, just angled like that kind of tent. As you pull it back, you can very clearly see the axe laying next to him, and the entire thing is covered in these thin, icy blue ornate symbols. But it's only there for just a moment, and you get this strange sense that it knows you see it, and it all dies down.
I like do the head tilt thing.
Okay.
And I literally talk to the axe. And it's like, your secret's safe. I don't know what it is, but it's safe. And then I'll wake up.
There is no
Brother.
visible response. But you wake your
You're
brother
probably
up.
losing it and talking to inanimate objects now.
So, question:
Yes.
Is there any fire or any light where we are right now?
Where you are right now, there would be a bit. As she opens it up, a bit would come in, but not a lot.
Okay. Kelvin cracks one eye. Is it time? Is it morning? Or huh?
It's sort of morning, but I want you to come do this last watch with me.
Oh, all
A
right.
watch. Yes.
I'll get up
Okay.
and walk
Like, we'll
over.
sit
And
there. Is there anything you want to tell me?
no,
Are you sure?
Kelvin's trying to think if he's done anything wrong recently.
Okay.
No. Is there something you want to tell me?
I mean, there's a few things I want to talk about, but the most pressing one is that. And I'll like look over towards the axe in the tent. I'm guessing it's still in the tent. I don't know. Did you bring it with?
Did you take it with you?
I don't know. Did I absentmindedly grab my axe? We can find out.
Cathali, you look back to the tent, and then as your vision comes back to your brother, you notice it's sitting next to him. His hand ever so carefully on top of it.
You never carried a weapon before. How long have you had it?
Since the day I left town. You don't recognize this?
No, I fully recognize it. I just don't remember seeing it until I don't remember when.
Had it with
It's
me the whole time.
the same one, right?
Yeah.
Didn't do anything fancy to it.
It's an axe. No.
Hmm.
I've chopped down some trees.
Okay.
Kelvin has literally no idea about what she's talking about.
Okay. Is there anything
Are you
else?
okay? Can I look over my sister and see if she's okay?
Make an insight check.
Natural 20.
Natural 20 again, 21 total. Something is definitely on the forefront of her mind, and she definitely knows something she's not revealing. Like, she's your sister. It's easy for you to tell when she's withholding or hiding back on something.
There is. What are you hiding?
I'm not hiding. I'm just questioning. It seems different.
I haven't done anything to it.
Okay. Maybe I just need more sleep. there anything else you want to talk about?
Just a little nervous about what we're getting into with going down to the this druid place, and I don't want to have to fight anyone.
Yeah.
But she's our friend, and I'll do whatever it takes.
Yeah.
All right. Is there any other
So is
conversation?
this what you guys do on watch? Just
You what?
is this what y'all do on watch? This seems silly.
Sometimes it's more entertaining than awkward conversations.
Speaking of watch, let's get some perception checks for an actual watch.
How you want to do this, Calvin?
You can take a straight roll.
Okay. 23.
23 total. Nothing is sneaking up on you guys. Even as troubling as this conversation is to try and pry something out of your brother, you are still being vigilant in your control of the area.
When it starts to get more light, I want to I'm guessing we have coffee-ish stuff. I don't want to make coffee.
You have a substance that can be equivalent to that of coffee.
Yeah. Colleen wants that.
Okay. Do the both of you begin to get breakfast going, or just you?
Kelvin, do you want to help?
I can help.
Okay. Both roll a d20. And we'll take the higher. Okay, we will definitely take the higher.
You don't want me to
You're
scramble your eggs with the shells in
I'm
it?
gonna burn it.
Oh, yeah, you catch your brother, just start taking the egg. Yeah, the whole thing, right? No. Through the efforts of the siblings, everyone comes out of their respective sleep methods to the smell of delicious food.
Right before Tam wakes up, I want to cast a spell.
Okay.
Oh
What are
my
you casting?
god.
I am going to cast Prestidigitation
Uh-huh.
and create an odd odor right around his face.
Okay.
What
It
kind
smells
of
like he
odor?
farted in his sleep.
Okay. Tam, as you... Oh, is that me? That's me. Oh.
Damn it! What even? Ugh, this is disgusting.
What did you
This is
eat?
why I don't.
Okay.
This is why I don't travel with people.
Did I
Oh,
see
God.
Kelvin do it, or was he being sneaky?
Did you subtle cast or did you cast?
I just cast it.
You watched him do the... It has verbal and somatic?
Verbal somatic, yeah.
Yeah, you watched him go...
I shake my head and
That's
continue
official
on
spellcasting language, ladies and gentlemen.
Noted.
I like
Yeah.
it.
All right. Now we can get this wrapped up real quick before we go to a break. Does anybody need to go to break right now? You guys good?
Yeah, let's keep
for a little
pushing.
bit.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
push for a little bit longer, then we'll go to a break.
Mhm.
So, any conversations or anything you want to happen during morning breakfast and cleanup of camp?
More than likely, Pyre will tell the entire group what happened to her
Okay.
and everything. Tell like what she told Tam, and probably even like ask some questions about the Baylidium and like what exactly is the weave, and to figure out what's exactly is inside her.
I would say the best answer to that question would probably be Snow. And for the weave itself, probably Kelvin.
But Kelvin is a sorcerer and has no idea.
True.
He hasn't studied anything. He just has power.
Yeah. I would say then it would be common knowledge that amongst all of you, with Snow's help, with her experience of the Validium, she will be able to communicate to you that there is the weave, the veil, and then Validium. The weave itself is the full force of magic that flows through all the realms. It is what allows all spellcasters to cast spells, whether it be through your divine right as a cleric or paladin, through your blood right as a sorcerer, through learned magics, wizard, artificer, druidic nature coming through the various druidic gods and goddesses, or just through how the rangers do, which is similar to druidic magic but a little more
Rugged.
rooted in magic itself and like arcane study. They still gifted they don't have to study their spells, but they have a little more in the way of hunting down versus protecting and assisting in druidic nature. The veil, in the essence of this world, is the methods used by the prime deities to separate and keep all the realms separated in their own spaces of existence. It is what keeps everything separate but connected. You can still pass through the veil with high enough tiered magic or even rips in the veil, and that is where Validium comes in. It only grows near weakened points of the veil. It's a lot.
Yeah, Pyre's like over here like, oh god, my head.
Yeah, you're
My
that's a lot to
head.
take in for
Also like,
Pyre.
whoa, that's weird.
I was gonna say
That's
Tam's
exciting.
just taking notes. So then different elements of Validium tie back to the plane they came from then, yes?
They would tie to the plane that they are stuck between, essentially. So if there was
Right.
a weak point between the elemental plane of water and the material plane, it would be a bluish hue, and it would assist in all magics, but it would
Water.
assist even further in any kind of elemental-based magic of the water plane.
Right, okay. So if there's a piece of that inside of Pyre, would that amplify her natural flame abilities?
Maybe?
Possible.
Quick question about that. How
Yes.
long was that spike?
It was about the
If
size of a
memory-
dagger.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah.
So there is a chance, because there is still the chance that if it didn't magically go in her, it could be poking out the back.
Yeah.
Can I look at Pyre's back? Does she have part of this thing sticking out her back?
You take a look at Pyre's backside, and you realize there is nothing sticking out of her shoulder blades.
And she's like, what are you doing? What is going on?
I
He's
just
just
thought
being
about
a
how
perv.
long that thing. No, I thought about how long that spike was, and if it went all the way in your chest, it should be sticking out your back.
If it went all the way through her, she should probably be dead.
That too.
Why are you guys talking like I'm not here?
Oh no, you're here. I'm looking at your back.
No, you're
I'm
chasing
sorry,
her around
Iris.
because she's like, "What the hell are you doing?"
Yeah.
Is there any bumps as if I poke anything on her back? Do I get
What are
poked?
you
I would
poking me,
advise
Kelvin?
against poking Pyre.
Make an
You saw her
investigation
lift
check.
a
No.
tree.
Who pokes in? I'm like, oh,
yesterday.
I'm sorry.
You saw her lift a tree, and
He's
you're
like
stupid enough to
poking.
poke her?
And Pyre looks over to Cathalia and goes,
I am not
Cathalia,
stupid.
get your brother now.
Kelvin, stop.
I already did.
You did not find
I got
anything
2
out
pokes
of the
in.
ordinary.
I'm out of this. I'm done.
Her skin's warm to
Well-
the touch.
If we're given the opportunity, we should maybe try and test just how strong your fire is comparatively to what it was. Probably not under random conditions. We need to make sure that we're prepared to deal with whatever consequences may come from it, but
Okay.
yeah, like doing it near a body of water in case we have to put something out, like everything.
If we decide we want to go back north, I have a
Well-
friend who mentioned a field we could work in and not damage anything.
That might be a good idea. Granted, I don't know if we should wait quite that long, but
I mean,
who
while
knows?
we're traveling, if we see a body of water, we could just stop and,
Throw fire.
yeah.
All right. Well, let's just kind of keep that in mind while we're moving today. And we do need to get moving soon.
Cathalia, you have that Fae friend?
Mhm.
Is there a possibility you could talk to her about all this?
I can the next time she comes. I tried to call for her the other night, and she
Yeah.
didn't.
Well, I mean, like, Snow was telling us, people can go through the veil, and I'm pretty sure that's what she does, so if anybody understands that, it'd probably be her.
Yeah, I'll definitely ask her
Okay, thank you.
when I see her, because I know that's how the bear and the dragon came. They came through the veil.
Yeah. Who knows? Maybe it's connected somehow. Maybe not. The pirate just kind of gets her stuff and starts walking like she's trying to keep a distance from herself and everybody else just in case.
Okay. So let's roll me a 5, 6, 7. A final D6 for today's travel.
3.
3. Give me a D12, please.
6.
6.
Over here getting the halves.
Mm-hmm. Okay. As all of you are beginning to get closer to the kind of desert region of this continent, you notice the air is definitely a bit drier. There's still plentiful of grasslands here in this kind of smaller rolling hill area. But as your day moves on, probably about not long into your walk day, you notice off in the distance coming kind of towards you all what looks to be a probably 8 or 9 deep caravan.
Can we make out who's in the caravan? Is it traveling towards us or away from us?
If everyone would like to make a perception check, please do so.
I still got a disadvantage.
Oof. 2 of us got decent. 3 of us.
I need to remind
will
myself to take it
say-
off disadvantage.
That's all right.
Do that
We'll just
now.
Yeah.
Take your first number.
Yeah.
I will say Kelvin, Tamriel, and Cathalia, you can notice that they seem to be traveling to the north, and the direction they're heading, I would say Tamriel and Cathalia, you can notice that they are heading mostly towards the capital in what seems to be a straight, direct route. Because just looking at it, you can kind of, especially Cathalia, traveling these lanes as you have, you know that sometimes people kind of ignore the main road for a more straightforward purpose. And Cathalia with the 23, you notice that this is definitely about 8 deep caravan with also mounted what looks to be guards or soldiers to each side of each caravan.
Do they look like they're like capital outfitted or something unfamiliar to me?
I would say they look uniform in nature at this distance, along with the caravans themselves seems to have the kind of what you see typical of a nobles or merchants, like a high-end merchant. They have a long kind of banner flag with tails of ribbons behind them.
Okay. So they're just like the fancier version of what I did for the Hoon Villas.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, maybe we should skirt to the side, but not necessarily try and hide from them.
Yeah, I'd advise not hiding from soldiers and guards.
Yeah, maybe.
They're coming from the north, I would have a different thought, but
I'm just saying. I bet with the right scrub brush and underbrush, I could probably hide from them.
Noah's having no say in what's going on right now. She's having like a mini mental panic attack as they slowly get closer.
Okay.
Fire's just walking. She's not paying
Okay.
attention. She's just walking.
Okay.
I'm gonna nudge Kelvin and ask him for a piggyback ride.
Look down. Are your legs broken?
No.
Okay. And I'll keep walking.
Okay. As the party is walking, you notice one of these individuals on a mounted horseback kind of take notice of you and begin to gallop over, kind of out of the way.
You'd probably want Pyre anyway. Kelvin would just drop you.
Yeah, that's true.
After about just a few moments of trotting over on his kind of larger horse, what comes up to you looks to be an individual wearing a breastplate. Cathalia, make a history check, please.
Jeez.
It's a war horse or like a traveling horse?
Draft horse.
16?
Draft horse. Okay.
16. You notice the symbol kind of emblazoned across his breastplate is that of what looks to be a kind of like a container turned upside down at an angle with what looks to be dust or something coming out of it, and then wrapped around it a bit of rope. You recognize this as the Penter family. And you would know with a 16, Penter. You would know with a 16, the Penter family deals exclusively in exotic spices brought in from all over the continent.
Ooh.
Now, are these cooking spices or other spices?
Cooking. Legal.
Wink, wink.
With a 16, what she remembers is legal and upstanding moral conducting of cooking spices.
Wink, wink.
You said it was like a container with dust pouring out with a rope wrapped around it?
Yes.
Okay.
And this individual, human male, simple brown hair, greenish eyes, a long sword kind of sheathed at his left side, and then a shield kind of quickly clipped onto the saddle. He kind of trots over. Halt! On behalf of the Pento family, what is your business?
Travel, we mean you no harm.
Where are you traveling to?
Is it any of your business, sir? You go on your way and we'll go on ours.
Keep your distance.
You came up to us.
Our paths look to intersect. This is why I rode over.
Your path is none of our concern.
Good. Same as yours. Keep your distance from the family. And he trots back.
As like
I
he's
like
out of
stick my tongue out at
earshot,
him when he
out of
leaves.
earshot, Pyre's like, maybe the family should keep a distance from us.
Especially if they don't want their spices toasted.
Exactly.
Do all of you wait?
We gotta wait for them? This is bullshit.
As frustrating as it is, we might just...
caravans.
Let's just walk around them. We'll just give them enough room where they're not going to be assholes about it.
Too late.
Sounds like a good idea.
Alright, not
As-
to be more of an
right.
asshole about
So-
it, because anybody else comes up, they're going to
As-
get unfucking seated.
As they are passing by with distance, Pyre is cussing and primordial and like cursing at them, like,
Okay.
fuck you guys. Like, nobody can understand her. And
What
it
all
just
you
sounds
hear
like
is
it's
this
fun.
strange sound coming from Pyre's vocals. That is some kind of mixture of a language fluently and organically synthesized with crackling flame, roaring fires.
Yeah, and your mother's one too. I have no idea what she's saying. I'm just assuming at this point. Knowing Pyre, I'm
It's
just
pretty
assuming
close.
at this point.
It's pretty
Can you
close.
teach me?
And then
Primordial. You want to learn primordial?
Yeah.
Alright,
I mean, then we can talk crap about everybody behind their backs.
Let's do it.
that's not acceptable
Let's do
behavior.
it.
okay.
I didn't name names.
Fucking kids.
All
Fucking
of you
kids, man.
give a proper wide berth to this caravan of 8. You watch as they kind of go by. The guards that seem to be on this side closest to all of you definitely keep an eye on you. You can see one with a heavy crossbow, kind of not trained on you, but definitely at the ready. But
It's times like these I wish I would have taken Mage Hand.
Now, that's whenever we need a little kid to just do this out the window of our car. So, yeah.
See, that's why
Like,
we should have had ear and
It's like, it's just a kid. He doesn't know what he's doing.
with time, you are able to essentially get around each other. And coming upon the close of this day, it is where all of you can begin to see off in the distance a towering wall of vines and brush and rose petals, other flowers, wildflowers, just an absolute mixture of fantastic, almost artwork intertwined into this 30, 40, 50 foot tall structure that is spanning east to west. You have made it far enough to visibly see the green line. And that's going to take a break.
Pyre looks at it and says, holy shit, and primordial.
Your mother's one too.
Just yell it again.
Absolutely.
All right, but we're going to take a quick, probably about 5-10 minute break, everybody. I'm going to get a timer going to make sure I don't lose track of time again.
Again.
I'm just awful with time.
How often have we really done that, though?
Well, I am paranoid.
Tam?
So, shush. Thank you all so much for joining us for the first half of the episode. We're going to take a break real quick. I hope you have enjoyed it. Thank you all so much for your gifts, the bits, and just hope you're having a good time. We'll see you here shortly. And welcome back, everybody. Thank you for hanging out during our little break there. I went and got me some water. I smashed a sandwich, and I wanted to come back a little early also before my table got back because I had a few things I wanted to say. First off, thank you all so very much. I cannot put into words, and I wish I had the linguistical education required to be able to properly say how appreciative I am of everyone just coming to hang out, and your support is fantastic and is not unnoticed. I am working on a lot of projects that will be launching at the end of this year. Hopefully they will be things of helpful content along with some good jokes and laughs, but a couple things we're working on are it's going to be the universe of D&D. I know I've talked about it before. I had to push it back, unfortunately, because the quality of recording wasn't where I wanted it to be, and I also made a few guest appearances in there as well that I wanted to have happen. So recording has picked back up on that, and I'm looking forward to getting it pushed out to you. And what it is going to be a series of videos done by myself and the Knighted Bishop, where we'll go through a lot of content in a simple manner to get someone from just what is Dungeons and Dragons to where if you have an interest in this game, you'll be able to sit down and play it right away once you finish that series. Speaking of that, don't forget to tune in tomorrow night for the Hive Mind that will be presented by Knighted Bishop here on the Player Hated Gaming channel. Along with this Friday, we have a game, Lost Lands of Dressado. I'm looking forward to being in that, and where I get to be a player in Knighted Bishop's game. Beyond that, I will go ahead and start this announcement now. There will be, let me get my date right here. Yes, on Wednesday the 24th, there will be no Wednesday night stream. We're going to take that off so everyone can enjoy being with their family and have fun with all of their respective blood ties, groups, wherever you want to hang out and be thankful for this year. We're going to take that night off so myself and my table can have that family time. I think that's about all I can think of right now. I wanted to go ahead and bring them back in voice, and we will kick back to full table here in just a moment.
With like abusers.
Hey, everybody.
Hi.
What's up?
How are all of you doing?
Good.
Refreshed.
Good. I went ahead and made a note there. I didn't get a chance to talk to you guys about it yet, but there will be no game on the 24th. We're going to take that off to enjoy Thanksgiving and, in general, just have a good day off.
I did not realize it was Thanksgiving. Oh my God.
We are in the month, and I was like, you know what? I better get that announcement out there. Well, a few other things I wanted to mention, but we're all ready to go. Let's dive back into tonight's episode of the Wild Cards. Last we left off, just before the break started, all of you realized that you could now see just in the distance the almost monolithic wall structure of the Green Line. It was getting late, so you could choose to push through, and you could probably make it to Greka tonight if you pushed, but you would probably garner some kind of physical exhaustion if you attempted to do so. So let the party make
I
that
vote
decision.
we don't put ours. I personally vote we don't do that because under the circumstances, especially, well, what kind of time frame do we have left? We're not like gonna be late, are we?
I would say you are pushed back a day because of the weather, but your travel time
Right.
in general has been mostly on point. You would feel like you have an extra probably day or two.
Okay.
Our travel's
Well,
on fleet.
my personal. Yeah, we are. We're hoofing it. my personal suggestion is we just stay out here for a day and a half. We recoup. We make sure we don't get there too early and give them the opportunity to try and do something. Or maybe we stay out here a day and then hit in like a day before. That way we can kind of get the lay of the land. But I feel like the less time Snow has to be around her clan, the better for all of us.
Plus, I don't think they would appreciate it if she was exhausted and moody.
And rolled up with an entourage that's also mean mugging the rest of them.
Yeah.
I can't imagine
What do you mean?
the rest of us.
I was going to say it, but I was hoping someone else would. What do you mean? Okay.
We'll be fine, right?
I mean, apparently everybody thinks
Like
I'm
I
always
said.
mean mugging, so.
Well, like I said, better to give them less of an opportunity.
Yeah.
Okay.
At the very least, we should camp out here tonight. Have
All
at
of
least
you-
one more night of rest.
All of you decide to
Peace.
stay out tonight? To sleep, to find a place to stay?
Yep.
Okay. Easy enough to do with the group's backgrounds. No issue there. Dinner is found. I'd probably say at this point you would just probably be using up some of your stored meats, knowing that you don't want it to go
Rations,
too
yeah.
long. Well, no, not quite rations, but pretty much what you caught
The
the
jerky
first day.
and stuff.
Yeah. Setting that up.
Yeah, that's
Fire.
a solid idea.
And Snow probably assisting with getting the stone and the campfire going. So, for this last night of rest, who would like to take? Is it going to be usual watch? Well, things have changed a bit.
I'm gonna
Who's taking
take
first watch.
I'll take first and second, but I'm going to ask Snow to take second watch with me.
Okay.
And do?
Shake things up a bit. Yeah,
Go
shake
ahead
things
and
up
give
a
me-
bit.
Go ahead and give me your first round of perception check by yourself.
Dig.
6. Not a whole lot
Sweet
seems to be going
merciful
on.
Christ. Alright. Second watch, I will wake up Snow.
Okay. Will someone be taking the flat roll, or will you both be rolling disadvantage?
I will let Snow have the flat roll, and I will assist her.
Okie dokie. Ooh. 13.
13. All right. Both of you keep an eye out, making sure nothing seems to be going too crazy. I would say... Snow, you pick up on the sound of crunching grass, and then just a sensation begins to come over you of being watched. Like, you know what it feels like to be watched, and you feel that feeling. And as you look out, you can see, just in the darkness, a pair of eyes similar to yours. And when they notice you see them, you kind of see the pawed hands kind of go up a bit in a defense.
Are they trying to come closer or are they staying where they are?
They're staying where they are, but a familiar voice calls out to you. This is the voice of... Where did you go? Cloud. From the city. One of the younger ones. I don't mean to intrude. We were sent to be on a day's travel. In case you showed. I have a message to give. From the Elder.
Speak it.
Do I notice her reacting? I know I don't.
You
I
hear
probably
you hear
wouldn't
these
see
two
him,
voices
but-
talking. Yeah.
Shit,
I
I'm
would
gonna
say
start
once
moving
you-
towards
once-
the voices then.
Yeah, the two of you. Well, you can see him.
Okay.
The mountain will be there, but he will be kept hidden from you. No matter what you feel, his talents are needed for the ceremony. You will not see him, but he will be there.
It is understood.
He just kind of nods his head. You can see a bit of a smile. I'm glad you came. And he takes off.
Snow turns, kind of sits back in front of the campfire. Do we even have a campfire? Did we decide to put one up
Yes, you would have
tonight?
had
Yeah.
one.
Then yeah, she's just gonna kind of sit in front of it and stare into the fire.
Okay.
No.
Kind of looks up at him. Tam?
I know you said those that have your gifts aren't a humongous number, but I've been around enough druids. My niece was a druid. You actually remind me a lot of my niece. What circles do they follow? Or what circles do they seek?
DM?
You would know mainly of the lands.
Okay.
A few of the shepherd, but mainly of the lands.
None like you, with your command of fire.
No.
Okay, well, should the need arise, it's good to know that we don't have to worry about that coming at our backs. I know this
No.
is upsetting you, and I know this is frustrating for you to be here, and I'm not going to ask for details you don't want to give, but we care about you, and we're here for you, and I've got a plan, if it comes to that. So,
She's gonna keep staring into the
you may
fire.
not agree with the plan necessarily. All I ask, just trust us and know that whatever we do is to try and help protect you. We don't wish to control you. We don't wish to dictate for you, but you're not alone. We do care about you.
She sits there for a moment. Do you know what it's like to be pulled in two different directions at the same time?
More than I'd care to admit. Love is the death of duty, and duty is the death of love.
Well, would be love is the death of freedom, and freedom is the death of love.
Well, hopefully there will be love found in freedom, even if it's not with the ones you were born with.
For most races, that would probably be true. In our case, there are few of us. We are often hunted if we are found, so our numbers remain small. And to counteract that, we were given a gift. A tabaxi has a true mate, one that was given to us to be our other half. And without that person, it is as if we are half a soul. We will never be complete without them.
Is
Some
that
of
how
us,
you feel?
a lot
Do
of
you
the
feel
time,
incomplete?
very much so. They bring us balance. No. Not all of us get to find our true mate, as fate doesn't always allow it to happen. And so it is highly treasured when one is found.
Understand.
I know my true mate is in there. But I also know that accepting the other half of my soul potentially means losing that freedom that I cherish.
Not to make light of how you feel or what you believe, but I've had 2 soulmates in my lifetime, and I've felt that love, and I've felt that heartbreak when they left. And I've come to find that sometimes completion has to come from within. I wish you find peace.
See? She's gonna keep staring into the fire.
I think our watch is done. Get some rest. I feel the next few days are going to be quite stressful for you.
Your statement of a lifetime. Although, perhaps not maybe for you. How old are you?
Well, there's a funny thing about that. And I will lean over and quietly tell Snow how old Tamriel really is.
Okay.
She pulled a fucking pyre.
He brought it up, okay? And she will eventually go back into an uneasy sleep.
Okay. Tamriel, who do you
At
wake
that
up?
point, I will wake up Cathalia.
You wake up Cathalia.
Tam, how his 2 went.
I had a good conversation with Snow. I can understand her frustration and her heartbreak. But good luck. One of her clan visited, so maybe try and keep a better eye out than I did, because they did sneak up on us.
Were you sleeping?
I don't sleep.
Well, go get
That's a nice
some
try,
sort
but
of
I don't
rest.
sleep.
Go get some sort of rest.
I will do my
'cause we're gonna
best.
need it.
Yes. I will
I'm
reflect
going-
upon happier dreams and memories.
Okay.
I'm gonna.
As you go to do such, make me a wisdom saving throw.
A wisdom saving throw?
Please.
Yeah, of course. I can do that. Hold on. That's a 17!
Your mind is calm.
I go over to Pyre and like gently wake her.
Okay.
What? What? She's like reaching for a great axe. Like what?
No,
What?
no.
What?
We're good. We're good.
We're
We're
good.
good. Yeah.
We're good.
Thank
you.
Do you want to sit up with me for a bit?
Yeah, sure. You sure nothing's going on?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, it's still dark. Everybody's resting.
All
Let's
right.
find out if something's going on. Give me perception.
Oh god.
No.
Says,
One of you.
You don't see anything! Most ominous words
Andy.
ever
How are you
said.
gonna do this?
Andy, do a straight. Do
Okay.
flat.
Take your flat roll. 10.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
help die.
Everything's going great.
Also-
Not
Let's
a
see if I
thing
can
going
add a
on.
help die.
Fuck.
I
don't
end up with
trust-
like 3 extra cats out of nowhere.
I don't trust
Kelvin,
that after last
Protect
week.
your milk.
Jesus.
I didn't even think about that connection.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my god.
They can smell it.
Anyway.
They probably
God.
can.
Are
Unless you
adding
have that in
dice
a
to
glass
roll?
jar, they can smell it.
Yeah,
Okay.
I am. Where is it at? 13.
13. Okay.
A little bit better.
I was about to ask if I can add a help die to that.
Unfortunately, no.
Yeah, no, I know.
No.
Nothing seems to be happening.
Okay.
Excuse me if I don't feel like that, but
Actually, I will say this.
Uh-oh.
Pyre.
oh fuck, not again.
Seeing as it is a combined roll, kind of as the two of you are sitting there, kind of having whatever conversation you may be having, it comes across the conversation of the green line. And as both of you stare over
Oh,
this
God.
large, tall, incredible wall that has been erected through druidic magic, Pyre, you can see probably the wall itself is probably an easy 500-600 feet off. You don't know how much further down the wall it is to get to Greka, but you can see the wall itself. What you notice is probably space roughly every 75 to 100 feet seems to be right in the middle of the wall, this bit of a glowing extra spark. It's a brighter point, almost like looking at a singular star in a night sky. Once again, for your red scale dark vision,
Yeah,
that is, you see the green line,
yeah.
but you can see every down very mathematically placed is just one little extra bright spot.
What is that?
Mm.
Do you see that?
Do I see that?
The 13? They have no idea. Like what?
No.
Yeah, it's incredible.
I
The green
just-
line.
It's the wall.
I'm
It's
like,
the
oh,
wall.
don't look right there. And I'm trying to point, but we're so far away. It's like I keep moving.
Oh, yeah.
No, it's right there.
I'm like putting like pretend glasses on.
You're doing
Yeah,
the
she's like-
squint and look. You're like, I
Yeah.
don't.
It's like, okay, I see it, Pyre. I believe you. Yeah,
Yeah.
like that. Yeah.
Damn.
She just throws her hands up. It's like, ah, forget it. I'll ask Snow in the morning.
Your watch passes without issue. As you can tell, Pyre, you are welcome to go back to sleep. Do you wake up your brother for the last watch, or do you handle it on your own?
Oh yeah, no, I'm gonna wake up Kelvin.
Okay. You walk over to his decently put together tent and rouse him from his sleep.
I'm up.
Nudge
I'm
him
up.
with my
I'm
foot.
up.
Nudge.
Instantly,
I'm up.
instantly, he hits you. Hit the snooze button on you. Like you are the snooze button, and he hits you.
He would too.
No, bop on the head. Okay.
Nudge with my foot.
Sits up.
Come on. Come on. Come on.
You're not going to be weird again, are you?
I don't know, maybe.
Oh. Get up.
Okay.
Go
Are we
watch.
doing on a watch, an actual watch.
Will one of you be taking a flat roll, or are you each going to make your own checks?
She can.
Okay.
Ugh.
15. You know, Looking at the wall? Is there something in the wall? You're not sure. You're like 60%
Eyes are playing tricks
sure.
on me.
Yeah, definitely playing tricks on you. Like, when's the last time you actually slept? Like, you've been trancing for a while now. You're unsure.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been a minute.
Elvin's just staring off in a random direction. Yep, this is fun. I'm watching nothing.
There is nothing out
Better
here
than
for
your
you, Kelvin.
eyelids.
It is just
Love how
landscape
irritable
and
he is at having
wall.
to actually work.
But your watch comes to a close. Dawn begins to approach, and the sun begins to move over the horizon.
I want to like throw little pebbles at Tam.
Okay.
Just like little teeny tiny ones, like nickel size.
Tam, as you are having a dream of better days, perhaps walking through a field, just kind of feeling the tips of the flowers on your fingertips.
Watching my niece.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, after I talked about my niece and
All
her
of a
being a
sudden,
druid, I would
your
probably
knee-
reflect
for some reason, your
on
niece
those memories.
just, you're not sure why, but your niece just starts prodding you in the chest. Just thud, 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 thud.
Not a part of the memory.
And then you wake up.
Kind of frowning in concentration for a second.
Like mid
I
throw.
looked at it.
Yeah,
I'm gonna look.
mid-throw. Just like the rear back and the...
Does she throw it? Does she
No,
throw
I probably
it?
dropped it. I dropped it.
Okay. Are you trying to drop it stealthily?
No.
Okay. Then you obviously hear go...
You got caught.
Just gonna give her the disappointed dad look. I thought I told you that was for emergencies only.
Emergencies will be bigger rocks.
Those rocks do
Emergencies are
damage.
bigger rocks. I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna walk. I'm gonna get up. I'm gonna walk closer and in a low pitched voice. If you wanted to flirt, you could have just woke me up a little early on your own and then walk away.
Rocks are more fun.
Can I learn the spell
Sure.
catapult
So
really
we're
quick?
pulling on pigtails.
No.
What?
All of you
Learn to
wake
spell
up,
what?
begin to get your campsite together.
Catapult.
Pyre
Oh.
is gonna like go up to Snow and be like, Snow, what is that? She's like still fixated and that Cathali is like, what is that? I saw something there
You know,
last
I
night.
think
What is
I
that?
saw something last night.
Seriously? When?
I mean,
Do I
like,
have
maybe.
any idea what they're talking about?
In the light of dawn, it's just the wall. There's some glistening dew on it.
Well, god damn it! She runs off.
What has her all worked up?
Something about
I
seeing
swear to
something.
God, I will never understand you kids. I will never understand you kids. I swear.
Okay. All of you get your things together, get your campsite packed up. The travel itself to get to the beginnings of Greka are probably just prior to lunchtime. But you notice as you come closer to this city, you begin to see what looks like a tent city just outside of a actual city. And when I say city, I mean something closer to probably more in the Wymore area of size itself. But you do see what looks to be positioned outside of the city, a tent city. And all manner of tabaxi walking about.
No, we'll play this by your, no pun intended, ear here. Where do we need to go? Who do we need to report to? Do we need to report to anybody?
I should. Yeah, just come. And I'm gonna go see if I can find
We're with you.
Hidden Paw.
Okay.
I remembered her name.
Yep. Give me a investigation check.
Man,
Can I help her with that?
too late. It's gonna take a while.
It does take a little bit of time just because, and not in a bad way, but just in a, you're seeing your tribe member who you haven't seen since you've left. And some of them are a little rough on the edges with you, but mostly polite. Some are just happy to see you. They give you a hug. They're joyous. Especially the younger, the cubs, they're like, and they're just happy to see you. Those that are older and can understand the situation, some are like a bit of a frown upon you, and then some are kind of like, you do you, girl, that kind of mood.
Mm-hmm.
But we're about to break up the clan.
That's why it takes so long to where you eventually find the usual tent you see that the elder takes. It is slightly larger than the rest. It's just simple brown in colors, but what stands it out is that over all of it is this ornate and very old, long, strip of tabard that has been placed over the tent, almost like a sideways racing stripe, probably about, I'd say, 5 feet wide, and it is detailing the legend of the Cat Lord, and then interweaves into the construction of the Green Line and the building of Greka.
Mm-hmm.
But as you come up to it, the panel is open. As you get closer, the smell of incense is heavy in the air already. And if you just look inside, you can see it's probably easily just afternoon at this point in the day. You can see inside. You can see your elder, there, kind of sitting in a chair. Looks to be sipping on some kind of drink.
Just gonna. How big is the tent?
This tent would probably be 20 feet wide by 30 feet back by
Ooh, that's a big tent.
20 to 30 feet tall. This is definitely like the common gathering tent.
Yeah.
It's also where she stays.
Then I would say we'd probably go about 10 feet into the tent, and I will stand there, and I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to wait for her.
Okay. Make me a perception check.
$17.
17. What you notice immediately is that she is the only person in this tent, aside from whoever you choose to bring in with you.
Mm-hmm.
Beyond that is the usual sense of the incense, mainly sage, and then also strewn across the interior of this is fresh offerings from the Green Line itself. So you can see various strings of vines and petals and almost like woven into a daisy chain, like a flower crown, but the crown is the entirety of the room. And you come in and kind of wait for a moment before you can kind of... She sets the teacup down. I am glad you made it. I didn't doubt it, but our nature is sometimes to enjoy the free-willing spirit. Thank you for returning for this duty.
What would you have us do, Elder?
Tomorrow, as the sun's lowest point begins over the horizon, we will have our ritual. There have been preparations made so that you will not see him but his talents must be in the ritual, or the wall
Understood.
will not survive. So for now, go. Enjoy Greka and what it has to offer. We will see you tomorrow night.
I'll be there.
Thank you.
I'm gonna turn and walk back out. And
Okay.
actually go back out past the entire clan that we had passed on the way in. And probably would pick a spot out of earshot, but still close enough. And just kind of make a little area there.
Okay.
So we're not going to stay in the city.
I'd prefer not to.
Fine with me. I like nature. But nature is better with booze, so I will be back.
Okay.
I'm following that guy.
Okay. 2 of you begin to head into Greka.
I will go with because I've never been.
3 of you begin to head into Greka. Just 3 of you?
Noah's gonna raise an eyebrow at Kelvin. You might want to grab some milk before the cats take it all.
They can have it this time.
Okay. So we'll go to the 3 of you first. As you push past the initial tent city and get into Greka itself, it's probably, I would say, just a bit larger than Wymore, but definitely not a widely traveled or widely developed city. It is definitely extremely druidically based. Everything here is either wood or tarp and tent with post. It's a very simple lifestyle. But what buildings there are is you do notice a couple of hard structured buildings. Mainly you do see, everyone give me a perception check. See if you discern any particular details.
Oof.
Oh,
Oof.
shit. I thought I clicked my...
Oof.
Damn it! I guess
Big
not.
oof.
Hold on. Hold on.
We're like
I'll
so.
burn yet
Oh my
another
god,
help
such
die.
wow. You know what? No, I'm gonna add a
Yeah,
help die to mine
9.
too.
I mean, mine doesn't even
I
matter.
got to a 12. I got to a 9. Yeah.
I
Okay.
don't even see
I said
shit.
boo. She got
Random.
happy.
How do you spell Greka?
It is Greka.
Thank you.
Yep. So what was our highest roll?
12.
12? Okay.
Mhm.
What you notice is a building with a sign out front that looks to have some kind of like in motion 4-legged creature, maybe a ram, you're unsure, but it has the running gate as its name. What you also notice, get to my notes here. Greka. Nope. Too far. You do see another building. Kind of just a bit of a simple sign, kind of like how do I describe it? Like a scythe on it, but also it looks to be like a potion or a vial kind of thing, and it is known as the Unseen Table.
I vote we stay away from all buildings that have the name table in it.
Agreed.
Outside of that, you see other buildings seem to be normal things you would catch at a town. There's various leather workers. There are some carpenters, woodworking, things like that. You also see places of just open practice of druidic magic, mainly just a kind of like a three-sided building with a very open front where you can see various individuals using hand motions and gestures to grow plants.
You know, in all my years, I still never get tired of watching a druid work.
I feel like a bull in a china shop.
Well,
Just
try
don't
not
trample the
to see
flowers.
Red in charge. Yeah. Let's just take it easy there, killer. All right, I'm gonna look for someone that sells probably the nicer or higher end food and drink to be found around here.
Okay, the one tavern you found was the Running Gate.
Yes, then we shall go to the Running Gate.
All right, you guys head inside. What you see is inside, again, very simple, wooden chairs, wooden tables, a couple people kind of sitting at them, either playing with cards or enjoying a drink. You do see some kind of tabaxi mixed in with the mainly human population here. Some of them seem to be like, sharing stories. You can probably gather they know each other, but only really see each other during this time of year.
Right.
But you do see behind the bar counter itself, it looks to be a male elf, kind of dressed. Again, you notice the theme here is just plain is better. He's wearing just a simple black tunic with looks to be brown trousers. As he is actually in front of the counter, he's kind of his back to you, but you can only guess he is the owner, as he is the most regal-ish looking person in the building, actually taking a bit of pride in a way, like make sure the counter is wiped down. You can watch as they circle the bar top and go out and begin adjusting mugs and making sure they're all perfect.
Good afternoon, good sir.
Ah, good afternoon. I don't believe I've seen you around here before. Are you also in with the druids?
Yes. A friend of ours will be performing it within the ritual.
Oh, that is fantastic. I'll tell them thank you. That is amazing.
We will.
Can I get something for you?
Yes, we were planning on staying outside with the rest of our friends, and I was wondering if we could get a few things to bring with us. Is that all right? Do you have that ability?
Certainly, I can load things into a crate if you're willing to carry it.
I would be willing to carry it. Yes.
Okay.
You mean I will be willing to carry it?
And you can watch as the
I
elf
wasn't
kind
going
of
to.
looks to Pyre and just kind of looks back to Tam. I'd go with what she said.
I agree. I will take 5 portions of your best made food and enough fine wine or ale.
Okay.
Do you have?
I have both.
And then,
whatever your preference
any-
may
this
be.
is-
We have a wine that is made from a very rare oasis within the Zyvan region. It's very sweet wine, very delicious. We also have a kind of a in-house special recipe for the brew. Those being my two predominant, as one would say, high-end alcohols. Of course, there is the run-of-the-mill, simple brown ichor you may welcome to enjoy.
I think we'll stick with the finer things in life. Thank you.
Absolutely.
We'll take 2 bottles of the wine
Okay.
and 2 bottles of the special brew you make.
Okay.
And this is going to sound like a very odd request, but do you happen to have any fresh milk?
Do you happen to have a pair of eyes?
I think that means he
Was
has
a wild
milk.
guess. Yeah, we'll take a
Any
few
other time
bottles
of
of
the
that
year?
as well. Thank you.
Any other time of the year, I could probably
Probably
help you out.
not.
This time of the year, I stock up for a reason for this time
Yeah.
of the year.
It's more than understandable. All right. Well,
How
one
much
of my
food did you
friends
say?
doesn't partake too well with alcohol. 5 portions, please.
Okay.
Do you
And,
have
do you have anything that's on the lower end of an alcohol? Not quality-wise, but actual alcoholic composition.
We do
I guess
have
would be
what's
the best
known
word
as
for
they call it Sweetwater. It is brought from some of the desert plants. They house a lot of water inside of them, and that is drained and brought here.
Sure, I'll take a bottle of that as well. Thank you.
Sure.
Do you have any sweets?
We have a baker just on the other side of this street. She does well.
What's it called?
It is known as. You see, it's got a bit of like exasperation or like just defeat in his face. The best baker in Greka. She's the only baker in Greka, but somehow she felt the need to title it the best baker in Greka.
Well,
She
hopefully her treats live
Technically,
up
she's
to the
right,
name.
I guess.
You're not wrong. Please don't remind me.
I will try not to.
How about
So, how much do I owe you for all of this?
For all of this, it would be 26 gold.
Done.
There you go,
I'll make it
halvesies.
even 27. I got it.
Oh, thank you very much. Just give me
You can owe me later.
some time to get the food itself together.
So
And-
where is the baker
Sure.
exactly? We'll head that way now.
Yes, it will just take a bit of time to get the food prepped and
Of course.
boxed up, I guess?
Sure. That would
I'll
be
figure
much
that
appreciated.
out.
We'll return shortly. All right.
Don't worry about the size. I got it.
Oh, okay. And you can see as he kind of puts a crate up on there and starts putting in like at least the bottles and things he knows he can get right now.
The most important one.
Yep.
So the baker.
All of you head outside, and he gave you directions. Kind of take a left, head down the street a little bit. As you head down the street a little bit, what comes into vision is this extremely ostentatious building, just super bright colors, extremely out of place. And the sign is just not a sign. It is a flag that is large and raised all the way to the top of a pole. And it's just a picture of this like standard like female-ish form with like hands on her hips, looking to like to the left, slightly up, and it says the best damn baker in Greka.
Cathalia, I think your
All
brother
of
would
you
love
make
this
me a
place.
perception check, please.
My God.
Not Tam,
Oh my
not
God.
Pyre.
I'm only
Cathalia.
focused on the fact that I am going to get kind of drunk tonight.
Cathalia, as you are just looking at this flag, you're like, that is incredible. And then in very small print it says, eat it, Emerald.
Oh my God. I think I'm frozen.
Oh my
I
God.
pointed out. I was like, I think
Oh my God.
that might be why.
Do
Okay.
you think they
This
know
is
each
some
other?
definite ex-wife energy.
Yeah.
Oh my
So
god.
what was that name?
IMMERAL.
Gotcha.
Kelly, if you want to
Was
try
that the
resetting
name
your
he
camera.
gave us?
Yeah.
You never asked his name.
No, I didn't ask his name. I'm gonna ask
No,
his
but
name
we
when
can
we
put
get
2 and
back.
2 together.
Yeah, can I puzzle that one out based off of his reaction and the flag?
Make an intelligence check.
Damn it! I'm
Nope.
supposed to be good at those. I
Greka
am
does not like us.
really focused on getting drunk. We have
Focus.
dealt with some
Not
shit.
like us.
We've had some seriously heavy conversations here in the last couple of days, and I just
Yep.
want to drink. I also
all head
have
inside?
my demons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You head inside. Immediately what hits you, because it's still decently in the day. That's still acceptable treat time, technically. What hits you right away is this absolute amazing smell of cinnamon and caramels and vanilla. It's just assailing you, but in a good way. You're like, oh, this smells so good, and it's warm, and not like a oh god, it's hot, but like that hearthy bread warmth, that pastry warmth. And as you come in,
Yeah.
ding 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 ding, the door hits a bell, and you look and you hear this voice, "Hello, darlings, how are you?" And you look over and you see this
God.
half-elven female in kind of this bright pink tunic, bright white pants, and a white tunic or a white like apron that is just covered in just mess. But her hair is kind of done up in this like wavy haired brown bun. She's got a couple strands through her kind of going over her face, piercing green eyes. And she's like, "How can I help you? Welcome to the best damn baker in Greka."
Pyre's gonna look over at Tam, like, maybe I can get us some. Just hold on real quick. And she walks over, it's like, hello,
Okay.
we
My
were
name
just
is
one.
Elizabeth. Sorry, I didn't get there right away. Yes.
Oh, that's fine. That's a beautiful name. You have
Thank
a
you.
lovely
Isn't
shop.
this building great? I love where I built it, where he
is.
can see it every day.
Key.
Oh, are you talking about from the tavern? The elf from the tavern?
Oh, you met him. Very grouchy,
Yeah,
isn't he?
Yeah, we tried to stop in to get some milk, but he didn't have any.
He won't have any. He never knew when to order right. All our years. Anyways.
Yeah, he told
what
us.
What can I do for you today?
Well, we were wondering what kind of treats you have. We're having
plenty.
kind of
Do you have certain taste, or would you just want everything?
Let's see. What are your most sought out treats?
The most sought out is the vanilla cinnamon scone. It is so delicious. Here, look. And she brings you this triangular shaped pastry that is just layers of flaky goodness. And you can see there's like this swirl throughout it of cinnamon and vanilla. Here, you try. First one free. Go ahead.
Oh.
She hands it to
Okay.
you. But she actually like breaks it up into like thirds.
Yeah.
Here, first third's free.
like-
Here. Take.
First, third,
Thank
three.
And Pyre just pops it into her mouth.
It is amazing.
Probably will too.
It is
God.
extremely delicious. Tam?
Oh my god. I did. No, I ate it, and now I think I found my third wife.
I need all three of you to make Constitution saving throws.
Oh god.
Oh no. Oh, no.
And we are dying. Oh no!
Where did I do that?
Oh,
Wait, why do I have +3?
sweet. Yeah,
You
What
click
was that?
blessed.
You probably.
Oh no, it's
accidentally
got
used the
blessed
help
on
die.
it.
Yeah.
It has blessed
So
on
just
it.
20.
Okay. Cathalia
I got
and
a
Pyre.
12 as I used my last help die.
Cathalia and Pyre. This
Oh, God.
treat is delicious and amazing. It fills all your senses of taste, from the tip of your tongue down to the back, and even kind of warming you up a bit with that little bit of heat from the cinnamon. Tam, you don't get it. It's okay. It's like it's not their best, but it's all right.
You just don't appreciate art, okay?
Right?
Mr. Grumpy
Grumpy old
Pants over
man.
there. Yeah.
Look, I'm not grumpy. I'm just.
Not
Yeah.
drunk
Could-
yet.
Crotchety.
Could we
Crush.
get a couple of these?
How many would you like, darling?
See, I look at Cathalia. It's like, do we need one each or maybe some extras?
I mean, I could probably live off of these, but my armor may not fit.
You know,
Oh dear, please look
I
at you.
guess-
You have to be an adventurer. Look at the way you hold yourself, the way that bow is strong, and that. Turn around. Let me see that quiver.
Oh, yeah, and I'll like show her.
Oh,
The
look at this
thing.
craftsmanship. Did you do this? That's amazing.
Yeah, I did. I did.
All of you, please, please. You could eat 20 of these and you wouldn't even notice, darling.
well,
Yes, we'll take a best damn baker's dozen.
Absolutely.
lovely.
That would be 5 gold, please.
Oh, I got this.
no.
Done. You
Now,
got it?
Could,
Wait, yeah, I got it.
is there a possibility that you have milk as well? Or-
You see, Elizabeth, like you have fiery spirit, kindred
No,
spirit,
thank you.
perhaps.
I think so.
I need a bit for ingredients, but I could spare about a half gallon.
Whatever you have is fine. It's
Okay,
absolutely
1 minute,
fine.
please.
Okay, thank you.
And after she kind of uses this like rudimentary, nice little satchel and hands it to you, she goes back, disappears for a moment, and then comes back around. And she has this extremely ornate looking glass like decanter.
Oh, that's
And
beautiful.
she places it down. Will you be in town for a few days?
I believe so. I looked at Tam.
Okay,
We are here for the ritual, so yes, we can absolutely
then
make
it'll
sure
be a
this
few
is
days.
returned.
I need that returned. That milk won't get cold, dear. Or excuse me,
Oh.
won't get warm. It will stay cold.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I
Yes.
can definitely see why you
Ugh.
want this back.
Yes, they're the only containers I have, but I like you. You enjoy the treats, and
I
Just
do have one
that
more
man some
question
hell for
for
me.
you.
yes.
I will. Do you have just any plain chocolate?
Whew. Difficult to get that this far south, but
I understand.
Perhaps I could be bribed. And she just kind of like traces her index finger on the counter.
What are we
Damn,
thinking?
fuck.
Is there like an amount she's tracing?
It's not an amount. She's just like making a circle, and then as she does this, she kind of looks to the door.
Put 5 gold down. I'll
So
put 5 gold down.
stingy.
I'll put another 5 down.
Okay. And she kind of reaches underneath and she produces what looks to be a jewelry box. And she sets on the counter, turns it around, and opens it up. And inside you see 10 little chocolates about the size of a coin, but spherical in shape.
Oh. That looks
Oh
good.
no! I'm looking a different direction. Oh no! As she like begins to scoop the gold
Yep.
towards herself.
Yeah, Pyre's taking it and everything. Like, thank you.
Leave the box, dear.
Oh,
I don't know what you're talking about, but just only take the contents. I'm looking away, looking away.
All right, come on, Tam. Come on, Cathalia. I guess our business here is done.
We shall
Have a good day.
return
She closes
and
it.
procure more as well.
Alright.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Linder Chocolate is now canon.
All right. Where are all of you heading next?
There's a reason
Back
why
up.
it looks like gold coins.
Yeah, we're gonna.
Yeah. Is the stuff ready? Go check and see
At
if the
this
stuff's
point,
ready.
no.
Yeah,
it
we're
would be a
gonna
little
head
bit more
back in.
time. But if you just wait a little bit longer, probably about 20, 30 minutes, actually 30, 45 minutes for that much food. It's all
Yeah,
kind of
that's fine.
placed
We'll
into
wait.
a crate, boxed up, and he slides it towards all of you. Well, there you go.
Thank you kindly.
Absolutely.
Thank
Have a
you.
good day.
You too.
Thanks,
You as
Kelly.
well.
Now I want chocolate.
What was your name?
Fire.
My name is Immorel.
And then Pyre busts
Good to
out
meet
laughing.
you.
She's like, "Oh my
We'll
god!
probably see you tomorrow.
Nice to meet you. Imran.
You have a great
We'll return
day,
the crate.
sir."
Thank you.
Goodbye.
Pyre picks up the crate, laughing and everything, just walking away. Oh
Okay.
my god!
I'm
So,
just
like-
shaking my head with my head in like my hand, like I don't.
This is the
Subtle as
most
a brick
fun. This is the
through a
most
window,
fun
Pyre.
Pyre's
Thank
had
you.
in a while. Okay, so
Maybe the
she's
wine
enjoying
will
it.
help you feel better, Tam.
Okay. As the three of you head back,
Ugh.
Snow
Yeah.
and Kelvin, what have you been doing for the past hour and a half?
Been that long?
They had to get in there, look around, get it ordered, get it made, and then spend time with the baker too.
So Kelvin would he'd talk with Snow while she his first start would be the start going with humor. So you need help putting your tent up?
He just looks at him, kind of turns your head to the side. You know I haven't actually used a tent while we've been traveling, right?
Do you want to help me?
I can certainly help you.
The two of you get
There
the
went the
tent
idea
well
with,
put together.
If I help you, you can help me.
Yeah, it's like, don't tell Cathalia. Don't tell my sister.
We can both set up both our tents together.
So how are you, like, actually being here?
Terrified, if I'm being perfectly honest.
Afraid they're going to do or say something?
Afraid I'm not going to want to leave.
Well, I can't tell you what to do. I would miss you. You've been a wonderful companion. A good friend.
Likewise. You all are quite a bunch. A bit crazy, but that's what makes it interesting.
So, how did you find out about your powers? Where did yours come from?
My assumption, as far as I know, is that they were given to me by the Cat Lord for some purpose. I may have caused a slight fire as a kid.
I know what it's like to do things when you're a kid and not understand what's going on.
I was lucky enough, I suppose, to have elders around me who, while not versed in the magic, are still familiar with druidic magic. And ever since, it has been a quest to master it. Although, when you're trying to master something as volatile as fire, that's a misnomer. To say that you're mastering fire is more like saying you're trying to make sure it goes where you want it to. And she'll give him a long look.
I can understand not knowing where your powers come from and the thought of why me.
It's a struggle at some times, but
Oh,
I actually
I know.
quite enjoy. I quite enjoy the abilities that I have, and I like the uniqueness. You'll find that a lot of the druids around here don't share my toasty qualities. But it makes me different, and I'm quite happy with that.
I'm sure none of them have anything as amazing as Cinder.
Oh god, no, not even close. I can do a lot of good for my people if I stay. I know already that my true mate is here, and the bond that we would create would be incredibly powerful. Not in terms of just our magic, but in terms of each other, our personalities.
I don't even know how to go about any of that. But why, if you know that's the case, why run?
Some of us value our freedom, and to commit to that is to accept a choice that is not a choice at all. To be with somebody you hardly know, with a future you know nothing about, which certainly can be said for a lot of people. I think I'm probably more upset over the fact that it definitely could have been handled differently. And it is a bit immature, but I have enjoyed the freedom that has come with being away from those responsibilities. I just don't know how much longer I can put it off.
Well, whatever you decide, know that I'm there for you. And if that means indefinitely, I will run with you until I cannot run anymore.
He gives him a smile and then says, "You wouldn't be able to keep up anyway."
Do me a favor. Go ahead.
If I was trying to keep up, I'm sure I could find ways to slow you down.
He just groans.
The three of you as you head back, make me one more perception check, please.
Okay.
Frickin' slow spell, man.
Yay! Much better.
Fucking. Oh, Jesus.
Wow.
Hey,
18,
better.
26, and a natural 20 from Miss
Worse
Potter.
than an
All right.
18.
We
As
are
the three of you-
excited.
Oh,
To
yeah.
leave.
Now that you're kind of getting a feel for kind of, who may be a resident of this place, who may be just traveling in from various areas. And you notice there are other practitioners of Druidic magic who are not tabaxi in this area, but they also don't really look like they would have a home. I don't know how to put that nicely. They definitely look like they're wandering. But as you go past a particular kind of practice of magic in a circle, all of you notice kind of off to the side from one of these circles, you can see this individual kind of hiding out in like between two buildings, but staring intently at this open practitioner of Druidic magic. And you can notice that the kind of the three individuals there, two tabaxi, one kind of human male, they're all three kind of focusing on a singular plant, and they seem to be building a singular kind of plant type structure, kind of doing their own small scale of how the vegetation is woven throughout the green line. But you notice off just back, looking at them intently, all of you can see this figure, hooded, kind of watching, the kind of hunched over, staring in the direction of this these three. You can see they're feverishly taking notes.
I'm gonna stop and watch for a minute.
Okay.
Is that really going to be our problem today?
Pyre.
What?
Well, you notice, Pyre, this individual, you definitely can tell from just like the way the body is hunched forward and then kind of rears back, goes forward, and some of the body language.
Mm-hmm.
If words could be spoken, what you can interpret from their body language is, no, you idiots, use this plant type instead. No. Twist it the other way. No. Splice with this particular plant. Or do it this way. Like, they're definitely... Give me a quick insight check.
Alright.
Okay. I would say...
Never mind.
There's definitely... You're wondering why someone who seems to know so much about Druidic magic isn't just walking right the fuck over there and telling them what they're doing wrong.
Okay. I mean, if it was axes, I would definitely tell them what they're doing wrong. But that's just me, I guess.
Are you saying this out loud?
Yeah.
Well,
What?
I mean, if he's watching over them, he might be, a mentor of some type. Sometimes people have to burn themselves to figure out ovens are hot.
What's burning?
Something you will unfortunately never experience.
Everybody talks about burning themselves. What is that?
Be glad that you don't know that feeling.
Guess. Oh, yeah. Everybody complains about it so much. Literally,
Well,
I'm on fire.
Well, it
so-
doesn't tickle
It's painful.
us, so
So what's pain?
I'm just gonna start walking back now because I have
Okay.
no idea how to
Realizing you only have one hand axe left as I just start walking away.
Damn. Okay.
Where are you guys going? And I follow behind.
Come on.
As all of you reconvene at your selected campsite outside of Greka and also outside of the Tabaxi tent camp, that's where we will close tonight's episode. We will pick it up next week with the night festivities.
Ooh.
So did Snow and Kelvin put up
That sounds like
just
fun.
Kelvin's tent, or do they do everybody?
Just Kelvin's as far as she's
Just
aware.
Calvin's.
Yeah, just fine.
Just Kelvin's
No
head.
one else's matters. All right.
That
Kelvin
is
knows
right
they
up
know how to
Kelvin's
put up a
alley.
tent.
Disclaimer, by the way, most cats actually outgrow their lactose tolerance, so if you give milk to your cats, be prepared for them to have the runs.
Yeah, that's why we don't give our cats anything like that.
There is your daily tip, ladies and gentlemen.
The more you know. PhD.
So with all that knowledge right there, could we now pack up and move a little further away, maybe downwind from all these cats?
No. The session is closed.
No, you already set up your tent.
Yeah,
Now,
it's
you
already
made
set
your
up.
bed, now you
know
gotta
how long
lay
it's
in
going
it.
to take to get yours back down and back up? No,
Kelvin smash tent.
Too long.
to all of you who have stuck throughout this entire episode, thank you so very much for being here. We hope you had a lot of laughs and a lot of fun. We look forward to seeing all of you next Wednesday. If you can't catch us live, feel free to catch us on our Facebook page for a Sunday night rebroadcast at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. And then this video will be available on YouTube at our channel at 9:15 p.m. Central Standard Time. With those out of the way, I look forward to seeing all of you as I will be a lovely guest on the Hive Mind tomorrow with a presentation by the Knighted Bishop here on the PHG channel. We are very glad to have him as part of a partner here under this fantastic banner. And I can't wait to just have more fun, make more content, more things for you guys to laugh at, cry at, groan at. Who knows why? I'm just glad you're here. Go check out our Discord. We'd love to see you there. We have a table of meme masters, I promise you. They will make you laugh. They will make you groan with their puns and their powers. But until next Wednesday, for those here at the Bar20 table, thank you so much and be safe. Have a good night.